Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Finally free, WNBA star Brittany Griner on her way back home after the U.S. and Russia agreed to a prisoner exchange. But what does that mean for Novi native Paul Whelan? Good afternoon. I'm Christy McDonald. Thanks so much for joining me today. President Biden signed off on a trade between Griner in exchange for a Russian arms dealer. This is a one-on-one exchange, meaning the U.S. had to leave behind Paul Whelan, the Novi native who's been behind bars in Russia for nearly 4 years. Let's go live now to our Local 4 newsroom, Rod Maloney. And Rod, you just spoke to Paul's brother a short time ago. This must be another disappointment for the family.
It absolutely is, Christy. David Whelan is Paul's twin brother, and today was a crushing blow to the family's hopes that Paul could find his way home after just shy of 4 years in Russian detention. He's in a Moldovan prison camp right now, convicted of spying. Now, I did indeed speak with David, and he was certainly disappointed, but also gracious about the Griner release.
Oh, for sure. You know, Paul's still in a Russian labor colony, and his end is not in sight. His coming home is not in sight. So, you know, we're disappointed for Paul. I'm disappointed for my parents. But at the same time, it's a great day for Ms. Griner to be home, Brittany and Sherelle to be able to spend the holiday together. And frankly, any day that a wrongfully detained American comes home is a great day.
The negotiations to free Paul Whelan and Brittany Griner have been going on for months now, the U.S. dealing with a single appointed negotiator who had very high demands. The U.S. gave in to allowing a prisoner swap. Arms dealer Victor Bout is the person the U.S. is releasing to Russia in exchange for Griner. But they could not reach a deal for Paul Whelan. President Biden today spoke about that part of the ongoing saga.
We've not forgotten about Paul Whelan, who's been unjustly detained in Russia for years. This was not a choice of which American to bring home. We brought home Trevor Reed when we had a chance early this year. Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittany's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up.
I think it may be that we're getting clarity now that the U.S. doesn't have any concessions the Russian government wants because they don't have any spies to exchange. And so it may be that the U.S. government needs to get some Russian spies in order to bring Paul home.
Now, NBC spoke with Paul Whelan's attorney in Russia this morning, and in a bizarre twist, he is under the impression that there are many people that Russia could swap for Paul Whelan and believes it could happen in the next couple of months. Now, having spoken with David Whelan this morning, he doesn't share the same optimism. So we'll certainly be looking into this, checking back with him to see if he has anything more to say about that. We'll have more on Local 4 News at 4 and again at 5. In the newsroom, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much, Rod. Also breaking this noon, the House gives its final okay to a landmark bill protecting same-sex and interracial marriages. The bipartisan bill passed 258 to 169 and has been sent to President Biden's desk for his signature. The measure requires all states to recognize same-sex marriages and recognize legal marriages regardless of sex, race, ethnicity, or national origin. It is relief for hundreds of thousands of couples who have married since the Supreme Court's 2015 decision that legalized gay marriages nationwide. $50 million. That is how much the family of Keisha Miller is demanding from Detroit police after the mother was killed by officers last month. The family's attorney, Jeffrey Feiger, held a news conference just a short time ago, and our Grant Herms is live at DPT headquarters with more on this big lawsuit. Grant.
Well, Christy, the pages of this lawsuit tell a very different story than the one that we heard from Detroit police just a month ago. Keisha Miller's shooting, the second in as many months at the hands of Detroit police while somebody was in the midst of a mental health crisis. All of this happening while the attorney, Jeffrey Feiger, and her family says they are still waiting on video from this case. Inside the $50 million lawsuit, attorney Jeffrey Feiger and the family of 27-year-old Keisha Miller telling a very different story. Miller was killed by police in the midst of a mental health crisis on November 10th. At the time, police saying Miller had attacked her mother and injured one of her young sons. Police also say she was armed with a bat, a knife, and a gun. The family and Feiger say that was not the case. At the time of her death, the lawsuit says she was only wearing underwear and was holding her phone, live streaming the incident.
And the idea that we respond to mental health crises with guns is insanity. And it should not continue, and it should cost because nobody is paying attention to it unless we make them pay a whole lot of money.
Feiger maintains the lawsuit isn't an attack on police, but called out the department's crisis team to reporters this morning.
And I do not know for the life of me when the city of Detroit and Chief White claims that he has a crisis intervention team, what these people are trained with, because they appear to be trained only to shoot mentally ill people.
Now, we were told the family of Keisha Miller would not be speaking to reporters today. We also reached out to DPD for a comment, but did not hear back from them before talking to you right now, Christy. Coming up at 5 o'clock tonight, we'll tell you the state of those 3 officers involved in this shooting, including why one of those officers, the sergeant in charge that evening, is suspended but is also still being paid. At DPD headquarters, Grant Herms, Local 4.
Sounds good, Grant. We'll see you a little bit later on today. A Metro Detroit man is heading home after spending a month in custody in Saudi Arabia. Mohammed Salem is expected to land at any time now. Salem was arrested 1 month ago during a pilgrimage with his 2 sons. He traveled to Saudi Arabia to visit a sacred building in Mecca. And after an argument in line, he was ultimately arrested. Salem was never charged with the crime, and his family received a call at 2 in the morning on Wednesday that he was on a plane back home. We will keep you updated with his return right here on Local 4. A local urologist known for treating hockey players is facing more sexual assault charges. Dr. Zvi Levron is facing 2 additional charges out of Farmington and Farmington Hills. The counts include 2nd and 4th degree criminal sexual conduct. Dr. Levron is accused of abusing players during physical exams. Police believe there are more victims out there. An investigation is underway after a vehicle smashes into a gun shop in Dearborn Heights early this morning. Go ahead and take a look. This is a Telegraph near Ann Arbor Trail. It's unclear if anything was taken from the store, but substantial damage was done to the business, as you can see. No arrests have been made. And a 15-year-old is rushed to the hospital after being hit by a car this morning. Sky 4 was over the scene at Newburgh between Ford and Cherry Hill. Police closed the area for several hours this morning. It has since reopened. Right now, we know the teen was seriously hurt, but his condition exactly is not known. We'll keep you updated with any information. New this noon, Senator Chuck Schumer is reelected as the Democratic leader in the Senate. He takes the helm of a 51-seat majority after the midterm wins. The reelection happened during a private meeting in the Capitol. The Democratic caucus also chose to keep most of the rest of the existing leadership team intact. Washington State Senator Patty Murray will take over as Senate President pro tem, which puts her 3rd in line to the presidency. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look out there this noon. And it's a little cloudy out there and still a little bit warm if we want to get our Christmas lights out there. But things are changing, so let's head on over to Brandon Rue for a first look at the forecast.
Christy, it's December, January. They just don't produce the prettiest of the days. A lot of clouds around, and that holds true for today. It's around 40 degrees, but Exact Track 4D radar shows good conditions other than clouds from Wayne to Warren. Looking good as we look down south. Quite a bit of rain here, but not really part of the forecast that we're focused on, at least for today. Most of this wet weather stays away. We are tracking a Friday winter storm. Will the snow stack up? I've got it ahead.
We'll see you in just a bit. Thanks, Brandon. Well, if you want to get the word out about a story happening in your community, Help Me Hank wants to hear from you. Our Hank Winchester has been hitting the road, meeting people across town to talk about issues, concerns, or problems in your community. So let's go live to Hank Winchester now. He's at the Red Apple Restaurant in Wayne. Hey, Hank, I hope there's a bottomless cup of coffee in there for you somewhere.
You know what? That's so funny because I just asked for a little bit more because we have a big turnout today. Our Local 4 viewers turning out big time, telling us about problems they're having in their community, and they came prepared. I mean, giving me documentation, providing all the information and the receipts about problems they've had in their community, whether it's a bad landlord, issues with a contractor. People obviously are frustrated. They want to work to have these problems fixed and resolved, and that's exactly what I want to do. That's what Help Me Hank is all about, and that's what I want to hear from you directly. Take a a look at some video, as you mentioned here. We're in Wayne at the Red Apple restaurant. Big turnout today. A lot of our viewers from all over Metro Detroit, not only here from the Downriver area, but from Detroit and also from the east side, making their way here to share their stories. A lot of people concerned still about the economy, Christy. That is a big issue, but we've been hearing today a lot about heating issues, people having battles with their landlords, with different contractors, furnace work that was done. So these are all things that we're going to be working to try to resolve and connecting with our viewers here. So again, we're going to remain here at the restaurant here in Wayne, the Red Apple restaurant, for about the next hour. I got to make my way through this room. We already did the front room. Now I got to make my way here to the back. These people have been patiently waiting. So I want to remind people, if you're not able to get out to one of our Hear Me Out sessions, there are many different ways you can get in touch with me directly and the Help Me Hank team. I look forward to hearing from you and working to help you resolve any consumer-related issues you have. Christy, that is the latest here from Wayne. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Hank. I love it that you are just there to listen. Sounds good. We'll see you a little bit later. Well, raising millions of dollars for people in need. Coming up next, we are heading live to Somerset Collection for the annual Say Detroit Telethon.